And alrighty, Funky Dokes, we are back live once again, and we're continuing along with our playthrough of The Outer Worlds. So, hey there, hi there, ho there, dudes and dudettes, welcome back, and a fine welcome to you if you're new to the broadcasts. We're happy to have you along for the ride. Supposing that we are all on board here. Trying to load up the YouTube. It's oh, there you go. Now we got the live circle going, so we are going live. Goody. Alright, so where we are on the ride, unfortunately, is pretty much at the friggin' end. We were streaming. We finished up at Byzantium, got the chemicals for Phidias, and when we went to go bring them back to him, he sent us off to the Hope, which, as we can see, as we slowly, here we are, we went there, shot it over to Terra 2, and by the time we headed on back to his lab, the board done came by and abducted him, which set us up for us having to go to Tartarus, something like that, I don't know. Anywho, we gotta go break him out. It's a prison planet. Should be fun. But, as we see here, you are about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. So, since that was the case, and at that point I noticed that the stream had dropped 9 minutes in, there was no way for us to go back and redo it. So I went off to Eridanos and did the DLC there, which jumped us up. We are now at level 39. We got some kick-ass weaponry. But yeah, I'm about ready to wrap this up. I want to move on to another title. So now we're diving back in, and we're going to go rescue Phidias and finish this story off. So let's do it. No, I would not like to save. I've already saved. There you go. Just in case I want to come back to Gorgon DLC.
Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
Oh,
Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
You done talking? We got a trophy. Hard Times, silver. I think it's for a rabbit here on the planet, if I recall correctly. So, know anything you, so I don't really care.
Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
That's convenient.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
So you believe. How long will that take? Well, of all the places to get arrested. The hell is it with you people on landing violations? Wait, this isn't Terra 2? My mistake. I'll just leave. Yeah, what the hell is with you people?
I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits.
Sweet.
You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
Alrighty. Well, we can't persuade and we can't lie. If you're going to just kill me, why bother with a ticket? You just going to kill me? No arrest or anything?
Protocol is important, ma'am. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock.
Oh, goody.
Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Huh,
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance?
you can stop us shutting the fuck up and letting us move on.
See you
There you
soon,
go.
Captain.
Didn't you just hear I'm going to be executed? Pardon, that's such it's are. Alright. With that, we got this lovely little science weapon, the outer body. We got that from the DLC. This we got when we went to Phineas's lab. It was locked behind a little like safe type thing. It's the N-ray type damage, so we got the trophy for killing 20 enemies with that. But we also picked up the Spectrum Gatling gun, and this thing is a frickin' beast. As well as the pile driver, which is the melee weapon that we're currently holding on to. I just want to see which one. 190 and 287. I'm going to get rid of the science weapon. Put on something a little bit better. The other thing with the DLC is we got a whole bunch of beefed up regular weaponry. As we can see, we got the hunting rifle hyper. Would probably be good for ranged attacks. So I'm going to throw that one on. We also got Captain Robin's Spine. Actually, that's kind of better than the other melee weapon we got on there. Nova Burst. 88 times 5, 24. You know what? I'm going to throw that on instead of the other one. Alright, I think we're good to go. And I'm going to get rid of Felix. And let's bring Sam along. He's a beast, so that should be fun. Alright, let's go. I imagine it's just going to be an onslaught of mofos. Imagine there's anything down there for us to look at. Oh, yeah.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never
On.
groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Margot.
Pavati's lovely woman came to the rescue. Jesus. Fucking blasted the shit out of these pricks. Alright, there's more. You know it. Oh, that's my guy. Anybody else? One more guy. Alright, there's more. There we go. Oh, I wasn't kidding about that being an onslaught. Jesus Christ. Alright, we got 2,000 bullets. That should be enough to get us through, but so I'll gather up some more if I can. Dump. We need light ammo. Leadership skills +5. Yeah, I'll take that. Nope, we can't hack that.
area sanitization assessment. The labyrinth on Tartarus. Task classification, easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Let's just hope we're able to get out again.
Yeah, I got a feeling we'll be fine. Well, I'm gonna go 120 meters.
Would you like Sam to tidy up this area? Waiting for confirmation command. Confirmation command not received.
Yeah, get to it. Do you think? Don't let me hold you up. Yeah, fuck it.
Supply has arrived. Hey, kid. A little bird told me you could use our help. I said I owed you one, and I always pay my debts.
I think everybody's coming to our rescue.
Go bust some heads and tell
Oh shit! I didn't realize I was getting zapped. Where the fuck were you? Too busy trying to pick up ammo. Alright. Oh, you shitting me? We're fucking back here. Fuck me. Alright, I'm gonna need to pay attention this time around.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat.
Oh, that's lame.
Make him regret it.
Alright, evidently I'm not as prepared for this as I thought I was. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I don't like this gun. Eh, maybe I do. And there I go, paying more attention to the items. Hey, brick. Nah. Stick with Sam. That is much better.
You make it dirty, Sam cleans it up. Toxin neutralized.
Okay, with a kick to good measure. Security blade ultra, we don't need. Riot control helmet gold and skip. Pistol. Yeah, that previous gun I was using, the trigger on the controller was acting fucking weird. Light ammo, that's what we're looking for.
Their mistake.
Sam?
Industrial stain.
Oh, deal with us. I don't like this guy. Thanks, Sam. Fuck gun is he using? Ah, shot cannon. That's definitely fucking us up. I want to switch over to that. Nova burst, fins, force, which... Alright, so we got the Gatling gun on there? Okay. Yeah, that gun's gotta go. So that would be the Nova Burst. Let's throw on the shot cannon. Do the flamethrower too, that might be fun. Where is my shot cannon? This one I had one. There you go. Launcher. Alright, we want to pick that one up, but he's good. That's definitely a lot better. There you go. Much better. It's fucking me up that quick. It'll be good going out.
Sure never planned on seeing the inside of this place.
Area sanitization assessment. The labyrinth on Tartarus. Task classification. Easy peasy.
Yeah, you said that the last time, and I wound up getting fucking spanked, buddy.
Nice of them to leave us a few options.
Let's try this way.
Sublight has arrived. Hey, kid. A little bird told me you could use our help. I said I owed you one, and I always pay my debt. We're about to leave our favorite vice president.
Searching for unauthorized person.
Substance is resistant to cleaning efforts. Movement verified. What?
Jesus.
What the throw it was? Anyone else?
I'm not really digging this gun, though. Half the time it's not shooting. Oh, and half the time I won't pick up the items I want either. Good stuff. Jesus. Yeah. Assault rifle, we don't need that. Oh, wait. Why is Sublight against me now? Fuck!
Sterling is this unit's middle name.
Well, you were helpful for a minute. Oh, you're on my side.
That was fun.
Was it now?
Pissing him off.
How you feeling, buddy? See ya. No idea where the fuck he just went. God damn, how many more are there?
Try that again.
Well, joke's on Sublight and Salvage. We already got the trophy for being good friends with them. What the fuck? Oh, okay. I don't think I really need to go through every nook and cranny. Once we're done with this, we're done.
They're on us. Bring him down! Take that armor! Take him down!
Who are you taking down? Can I make this jump? Oh shit, I wasn't running. I don't want to go all the way through all that again. Probably not. Oh, that sucks. Of course, we can't have. Alright, we can go up this way. Alright, that seems like half the battle. Let's see how this all unfolds. Oh, hey, look, a door we can actually break our way into. We don't need any of those. Access storage manifest. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Entering quiet mode.
Yes. So, one thing I'm trying to accomplish is if we can kill them with a science weapon with a critical hit in slow down mode. Didn't work. There's a silver trophy.
Required.
You can kill them with a critical hit in a weak spot with a science weapon in slow-mo mode. You get a silver trophy for it. But I'm done trying to accomplish that. Go, and we want to get rid of that melee weapon. So that's not really going to help us out. And this was kind of a fucking letdown. So, let's find another gun that might be better. I'm gonna go with a regular flamethrower. Stop running in the way, Sam. Thank you.
right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So, get in there and fight!
Shivas. Let's see. Grim. Ah.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, on my side, yep, okay. 30 blood. Ah, we don't need that. Alright, now where do we need to go? Oh, this should be fun.
Object is soon to be speckless.
Spineless, too.
Ready for more.
Well, look who it is.
How you doing?
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
And...
I'll allow it.
Oh, I had heard you were dragging around a repurposed janitorial mechanical. My staff jokes that it's because you're a walking pile of refuse.
Interactive database updated. The unique organic substance labeled Chairman has been classified as filth, imminent for incineration.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman Rockwell, I presume. What's this announcement?
Haven't you heard? Phineas is working for us now. It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our guns to his head seems to have done the trick.
So allow me to put my gun to your head and see what happens. That rotten bastard. I'll see for myself when I get to him. There you go.
Wrong tool.
Yeah, I got it. Time for a drink?
Oh, he lost his head. White chocolate yummies, pocket watch, Space's Corona. Messages, cameras. Trying to get straight where they can use on this, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about the cameras. I was trying to see if there was anything about Phineas. was up. Is a drone. And I'm sure we're about to get swarmed. Mm-hmm. We ain't dying here. Getting so tired of the shock launches. Do I even... No, we can't go that way anyway. Okay, moving up. Another fucking elevator? Come on, man. She's getting old. Trying to see if there's any more ammo crates.
Guess this is it, huh?
I guess.
Difficult job ahead? Consider equipping a pack of Sam's special solvent stain out remover. It's ruthless on residual blood splatter.
Captain, you
Hello.
have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning.
Yeah,
When
you
we
just
moved
figured
to
that out?
arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt.
Yeah, you're
You
about to lose some
disrupted
more.
the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
It's over, Sophia. Stand down. We are liberating Halcyon, and there's not a damn thing you can do to stop us. You sure love talking. Do they pay you by the word?
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delighted chaos.
You just
I should
figured
have
that
dealt
out
with
too?
you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
Yeah, it sounds like a you problem. Can we hurry it along? I've got a colony to save. Ah, stop. You're making me blush.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by your impertinence. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct.
Come on down here and
I
try.
have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
Don't test me, Sophia. It's bad for your health. You don't understand. Phineas is my friend. I'm not leaving without him. I don't enjoy the thought of killing you. There's been enough violence already. No.
Well, that's mostly correct. You're not leaving here at all. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm rescuing Phineas, and I'm going through you if I have to. Do your worst, you psychopath.
If you insist.
I do.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Alright, so we're gonna want a shock weapon. but I don't want to use the launcher, so let's switch over to that bad boy. And in case he gets close, we should probably put the other buddy on. There we go. Alright, let's do everyone in and get ready for some destruction. Oh, he looks like a big pain in the ass. Y'all ready? Jump. Oh, he's got a shield too? What the fuck? Come here, you. That looks like a weak spot. There you go. Yeah, Chow goes foreman. That was way too easy. They don't balance it out per level. That should have been a hell of a lot more difficult. Yep. Oh, this looks fancy.
Why won't you just die?
Because you're still alive. Ha! One shot? You gotta be kidding me. I one-shotted it. And not even with my best gun. Well, what the fuck? There you go.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
I was pretty sure that's why you hired me for the job. Are you alright? What did they do to you? Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance against me.
Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
I guess, because I thought this was the end. I don't like the sound of that at all. Great. I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing.
Yeah,
2
the
years
AIs
ago,
took
the
over.
Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Doesn't sound so bad. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started. Wait, hold on. I need to ask you something.
Yes,
no
we
more
do.
questions.
You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Somebody has to run this colony. I'm the only competent person left. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists. Going to do what I've always done, whatever I want, all the time.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you are to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support.
Good, because I'm not above blowing your head off, too.
Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, not really. The Outer
OSI
Worlds.
teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations. But as Halcyon began its long, arduous journey toward recovery, many of Terra 2's smaller townships started adopting MSI's alternative corporate structure, and eventually became entirely self-sufficient. In the coming years, many of these townships managed to eke by, where otherwise they might have starved. Bolstered by her status as savior of humanity, Lilia Hagen ushered sublight salvage to a new golden age. Her company grew bolder and more transparent over time, muddying the line between lawful and criminal for the entire colony. The sublight family would thrive for years to come. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse.
That bitch.
A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists.
There you
It's
go.
unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter.
Calm as a
Under the
bitch.
leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, The board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. The Rizzo's company in Halcyon dissolved after the collapse of the board. Needless to say, the launch of Spectrum Brown was indefinitely delayed. A stockpile of Spectrum Brown remains buried deep beneath the ruins of the old distillery, abandoned to time and attrition. With the dissolution of the board, Ruth Bellamy found herself without the two constants in her life: Byzantine culture and her sister Belinda. In the face of this new reality, she struggled to find a direction for her life. The colony had moved on from Halcyon Helen and would require new heroes in the years to come. And so Ruth Bellamy decided it was time to exit stage left. She quietly disappeared from public view. The dissolution of the board did not mean the dissolution of the ambitions of Cedric Kincannon, the charismatic leader of Sublight Underground. Cedric offered Slug's transportation services to the newly thawed colonists and set to work ferrying resources and food wherever they were most needed. For better or worse, Slug headgear became fashionable in the following years. As the board began to disintegrate, Spencer Woolrich found himself at a crossroads. Cling to what little stardom remained to him, or help usher Halcyon into its new future. To the surprise of many, perhaps himself most of all, Spencer chose the latter option. Having learned a variety of different skills in the many different roles played throughout his lengthy career, Spencer founded a radio serial dedicated to staying alive despite the odds. His subjects included how to survive violent encounters with only grazing wounds, dispense pithy one-liners for tense scenarios, and, of course, how to look good doing both. After a brief attempt at dating Helen as one person rather than two, which both Bertie and Helen found too strange, Bertie struck out on his own to try his hand at raising woolly cows. Many of his former Rangers teammates soon followed, accompanied by the woolly cow the team had originally plied with alcohol. The dairy farm thrived under Bertie's leadership and care. The Dairy Rangers privately believed that the woolly cows softened Bertie's temper considerably, although the only one brave enough to say this to his face was promptly headbutted. Due to the board's dissolution, many of the Prophet's old customers no longer found quite the same value in productivity seminars that they once had. With her business drying up, the Prophet chose to take her followers down a new path. Months later, salvagers on Eridanos found clues leading them to a seemingly abandoned bunker out in the wilderness. Inside, they discovered horribly mangled corpses, sacrificed to a blood-scrawled portrait of a sprat-headed deity. The Prophet was not among the bodies. Ellie savored her adventures on the Unreliable. Once they were done, she returned to life as usual, running missions of dubious legality, shunning respectable work, and living life to the fullest. She meant to reach out to her one-time captain, but she was always bad at keeping in touch. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker. And Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you? The unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon. Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And none of which will be sequels to this game. Yeah, so there you have it. We beat the game. Goody. It was kind of a disappointment. I expected more of a challenge, possibly a boss. But I didn't expect to one-shot the last fucking enemy. That was a shock. But yeah. So that ending featured a lot of the characters we met in the DLC, which we did not stream, so that was probably confusing for anybody that's been keeping track. following along, so sorry for that. But yeah, technical difficulties got in the way of that shit. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be coming back to this to do the Gorgon DLC. Not really too keen on it. As for a game, it's not the worst thing I've ever played. Some of the narrative decisions were not as bothersome as some other people might consider them to be. The love interest between Pavati and June Lee, some of it was charming. A lot of it was just kind of just thrown in. But that's good for a once through. Graphically, I liked it. Wasn't too bad in that regard. The gunplay. I saw a lot of people say there wasn't a good variety of guns, but I don't know. It didn't seem that way to me. There's plenty of melee weapons, plenty of different types of guns. But I guess it all comes down to personal preference. But yeah. As for what's coming up next, I got no idea. We'll find out. But that's where we're going to leave this one. So, for those that came along and watched, as always, we appreciate that. Thank you for doing so. And for anybody that may make it to the sound of my voice in the future, thank you as well. With that stated, this is Slammy signing off. And until next time, peace, y'all.